you forget it. Don't let regret it. We will in the sunset. We will in the sunset. All you feel, it was never real. Now here comes the sunset, and we will in the sunset. We'll be doing it, do-do-do-do-do.
Guys, thanks for being here. I love that you guys are already in the chat. My name is Lindsay, this is ReptileDissfunction, and I'm going to be working on a miniature camping scene. Sorry, I was just checking to make sure my mic was on. So I played with my audio settings a little bit, and then I also played with some of my delay for the chat, because I was getting feedback from some of y'all that it was taking too long for me to see what you were typing. So let me know after this stream or during this stream if it's better or if it's worse. I'm hoping it's better because I played with that a little bit. So before we get started, wanted to do some corrections and clarifications because I was getting some complaints last week about some of the things I said online. First off, and I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget, my brother was online last week and he had some objections about my paint thinner story. So if you were here, playing with your audio too much, a good dad. If my brother's here, this is for him. He had a problem with my paint thinner story where I said that I managed to get paint thinner all over my body when I was in high school and then ran through the house tearing clothes off while he had friends over. He was concerned that people would think he spilled the paint thinner and it was his fault that I embarrassed myself in front of his friends. This is not the case. So I apologize to my brother if he's online. Second correction requested for Jay Hackett, who I see is in the comments. He had some concerns with the stacking pattern of my fire. He was concerned that people might actually make a fire looking like this. If you make a fire and it looks like this, it's a piece of crap and you should not light it on fire. I did some research because I was not an Eagle Scout and found out that you're supposed to make a teepee structure for your fire, and I already made that. So we're past that. Once we're a little stacking pattern. Isn't that what it's called? You see on there. Jay Hackett's just looking out for people. So yeah, make sure you make a teepee and then light it on fire. I'm assuming that's why you all were joking about lighting my teepee on fire 2 weeks ago, not because it's an ugly teepee, but because it was the appropriate stacking pattern for campfires. So thank you for that. Final correction and clarification comes from the Poops McGee, who I also see is in the comments. TP structures are homes, not fires. They're both fires and homes. Okay, so final correction and clarification. Poops McGee had some concerns about us qualifying this hedgehog as looking like Jimi Hendrix. For those of you who don't know, I have like an adopt a critter program, so if you want to name one of my little critters on here, you can donate $10 and get to name it. Waylon's ma named this character Jimi Hendrix in honor of Jimi Hendrix. Poops McGee says he looks like Tina Turner. So there's that correction qualification. If you want to name one of the other ones Tina Turner, you can name $10 or give me $10. So there you go. Corrections, clarifications will continue probably throughout the lifetime of this stream. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me switch over. Did it work? Okay, good. Okay, so this week we're going to be working on fishing gear for our camping scene. I'll name the other hot dog Tina Turner. No. Okay, hold on, let me go back. There's no more naming hot dogs. So this week's awareness campaign is that hot dogs are food, not friends, and it's not to be named. No more naming hot dogs on Reptile Dysfunction. There's no more to be named. So sorry, no more of that. All right, so the whole reason I wanted to do this scene was because I found this kayak. They're calling it a kayak. Is this a canoe or a kayak? I don't know. I think it's a canoe. This miniature kayak at the craft store, and I was like, I want that. I should do something with that, and decided to make a whole fishing scene with the camping gear. That's it. I'm gonna start a campaign. Hot dogs are not friends. I did add, so for those of you who were here last week, I did add that stupid Lieutenant Thackeray Loddington has been added to the Dysfunctional Critters gallery at my website. You can find a link down below in the info panels or at lindsayarons.com. Please don't name any other random stuff, because then I have to like take a picture of it. It's a whole thing. Like, let's just name the animals. I feel like that's fun. Stupid. I said I was sorry. All right, so my thought is to paint this thing, and then we're gonna make like a fishing pole and a little tackle box, because why not? So I got some paper. So I hadn't realized when I was thinking about starting a craft stream that you have to do like a shitload of prep to get ready to do crafts online, because you have to get everything ready, because I don't want to be like running back and forth to the kitchen. So I have my little cup of water, I have all my paintbrushes, I have all my paint, like I have everything here. It literally took me like 2 hours this morning to get ready for this. So I hope it goes well. This is a stream of hate. It's not a stream of hate. Although I will say that I've given up on offering a wholesome stream. When I first started like thinking I would do this, look, there's fish on the front page of the Houston Chronicle today. That's a coincidence. That's how you know that the universe loves you. That's awesome. Okay. I really was like hoping to have this like stream that would be like very loving and supportive and like, you know, a little bit kind of like Mr. Rogers. Like I watched Mr. Rogers and was like, I want to do that for adults. And then I remembered that I'm not Mr. Rogers, and I curse too much and I laugh too much. And so I've given up on that. Ow. Okay. And so now we're just going to have a fun crafting stream instead of a wholesome crafting stream. When his channel was creating miniatures, not buying premium miniatures in the anime scene. I'm going to paint it. I'm tempted to try to rip the base off, but I think it might like actually destroy this thing. Oh, water from the store. Well, yeah. This is, let's hide the Nazi news this week. There, just fish. Just fish this week. What do you think? Can you see this? Oh. It seems like it's glued on pretty well. I wonder if I like... I swear. Jay Hackett, if I break this kayak, which is the only reason I wanted to do fishing gear in the first place, I'm going to make you take me to the craft store and buy another one. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. What if I could cut it off? Bang it on the... Get a hammer. I know. Leverage. That seems like a thing that might work. Okay. Oh, shit. I'm just making it worse. I'm not... I mean, it's not working. It's just getting bad. Like, it didn't start out great. Alright. Alright, I got one pull out. Oh my god, that was so much work. Hey! That's not too bad. We believe in you. Just smash the end against your forehead. Ah! That's way better. Why would you even need a base? Alright. Jay Hackett, you're a man of vision and I respect that. Alright. So what I was thinking I would do is like stain the inside so it looks like stained wood and then paint the outside. So for those of you who don't often stain like random like craft wood from the store, you can just mix brown paint or whatever color paint and then water, and if you leave it on it'll soak in and it'll just kind of like highlight the grain. I have a blog post about it at my blog lindsayarons.com under my miniatures gallery if you want to see pictures of me staining popsicle sticks. Click that shit. You need to put in fake water. So Lisa Denise, I'm thinking about, so preview for next week, I did a ton of research Saturday at 6 a.m. as one does on like water to use for like dioramas. So I have some plans there. We'll see if it works. All right, so I feel like this is gonna go well. That was way too much water. Okay. I just want enough to like stain the inside of this thing. Put the stand back on. No! No! The stand is gone. There's no more stand. I threw it away. Put it back. No. No. You guys just want to see me burn the shit out of my hand again. Alright, this thing is like... It doesn't matter how much prep work I do, there's still always like something that is not gonna work. Oh, speaking of not working, Jay Hackett, since you're here, and I know you might have to leave, guess what I got? I got batteries for my lantern. I know how excited y'all are about this, because I know this was like keeping you up at night. Like, what is the lantern gonna look like? So for those of you who are not here for my first stream, because again, I didn't tell anybody about it, I bought this adorable little lantern at the craft store. And I didn't have batteries for it. So, where's the base of it? Here it is. Wait, where's my other battery? Am I losing my mind? Alright. Sorry. Zeke's unwrapping stick. Yeah, there's a lot to open. I literally bought a bunch of stuff at the craft store this week that's gonna need to be opened. I'm not being Mr. Rogers. Oh. Mr. Rogers is the best. I'm earnest. I'm not like clean enough or kind enough, I don't think. Stores batteries in her fridge. Everyone stores batteries in their fridge. That's a thing that everyone does. Okay, so the great unveiling of the lantern. which is supposed to go in the teepee, and I didn't have batteries for it before. Okay. Do you see it? No. Everyone over 70 stores batteries in their fridge. I had somebody, I'll have you know, say, Lindsay, I don't mean this to be an insult, but you are my most millennial friend. And I was like, that wasn't an insult until you added, I don't mean this to be an insult. All right. Wait, you actually store batteries in the fridge? Yes! That's a thing! Why is this? This thing's not... Oh, for fuck's sake. Hold on. Let me turn this over. Alright, hold on. This isn't working. Alright, awesome. Continue. Alright. The lantern's not working. Lantern's a piece of crap. Oh well. Luckily I know the batteries are good because they were in my fridge, which is where they're supposed to be stored. And the problem is the lantern, I think. Show us your fridge. Alright, so make our stain. I'm using burnt umber. I was looking up videos of people like who do like miniature train kits, and I found this woman, it was like a 10-minute video, and she was discussing the merits of burnt umber versus just like brown. She had a lot of thoughts on it. Alright. I don't care that much. I literally just found this in my like craft supplies. So I'm gonna add the paint to the water to make a stain. And I'm just gonna stain the inside. And then I'm gonna paint the outside like I think yellow probably, maybe. Guessing drink. Well, now that I've given up on it being a wholesome stream, you might have to drink a lot more. All battery. Do you have a battery warmer? Do you think that would affect it? No, batteries work cold. That's fine. Unless they're rechargeable batteries, you don't really gain much from storing them in the fridge. You actually risk doing the batteries harm. I have really smart friends. Damn it. Fine, I'll take the batteries out of the fridge and I'll put them right here so next time I need them, they'll be like at hand's reach. Alright, so I'm just like glopping this like inside here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it sit for a little while. And then I'm going to wipe off the excess with a paper towel, if I can. And then it'll kind of look like, it'll like bring out the wood grain because it'll color it darker on some parts. Green? I do have green. Okay, I have this color green we could do if you don't think yellow. If you burn yourself, you can ice it down with a cold battery. Cocktails and me. One never knows when one needs a cold battery. Oh, that sounds weird. Do all that extra fridge space. All the extra fridge space is for my LaCroix, which I think someone was making fun of me for drinking. Oh, God. She's fine. Don't invite her in. She's fine. Alright. Continuing to glop. I am... Ew, this brush is like shedding all over. Gross. That's really disappointing. LaCroix. Boo. Have you ever... No. Have you ever tried LaCroix? This flavor's pretty good. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Alright. So it doesn't look really pretty, but I kind of am okay with it. It's Bennett agrees, apparently. She's been sleeping all day, and then as soon as I need her to be quiet, she starts running around. It's typical. Alright, so I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. While I'm thinking about it, I was thinking for our fishing pole, which you can see in like my current project picture, that one's black, but I'm thinking I'm gonna make mine brown, like stain it brown. And then I have electrical tape for the detailing. So I'm just gonna, oh no, oh no, crap, crap. Somebody is making a mess all over the Nazi news. All right, that's fine. Actually, yeah, that's for the best. Okay. First Spindrift. All right. Let's see. So, hush. I may be forced to force cuddle her shortly, just to keep her quiet. So, while you all are here, I've been trying to figure out how long to make the fishing pole. Because I think regular fishing poles, I googled it because I don't own any fishing poles. I think they're between like 5 and 6 feet long, which in 12-to-1 ratio is like 5 to 6 inches. But if our little characters are only, where's Lucifer? Lucifer's around here somewhere. Here he is. Like, this guy with a fishing pole is gonna look a little weird. Like a 6-inch fishing pole next to this guy, it's too much. So I don't know if we should make it just like 4 inches. Mull on that. Those Randall's coupons are on point. I did a lot of couponing at one point. Maybe I could do a stream on couponing. I feel like that is definitely my target audience. My target audience stores their batteries in the fridge, does couponing, and makes miniatures. Oh, Lucifer. That's what they all say. Lisa Denise, I love you. You see holding. Okay, I will do an episode where I make stuff for all of them. Where's my paper towels? Have you all seen my emergency cleanup kit? This is what happens when you're type A and you're worried about making a giant mess on live internet. You go and you buy a bunch of cleaning supplies and put them in a holder. So, a trident fishing pole. It's Lindsay, a prepper. I'm like a lazy prepper. I can appreciate prepping, but it does seem like a lot of work. Alright, so now as I like brush this paint off, you can see it just makes it look kind of, well, it's stained. Without all the like mess, like staining using real stain is such a pain in the butt. This is not working great. Here's my, let's see. A battery prepper at the market. Yeah, so if there's an apocalypse, y'all come to my house and I'll be selling batteries for all the other stuff I didn't bother to store up for. So if you need it for miniature lanterns that are disappointments or flashlights or anything, come to my house. And no, you can't have my address before you ask. I want to watch a lazy miniaturist. I said I took a couple hours to get ready for this. I have to, can you see this? This isn't looking super awesome. I have to prioritize my time and my very demanding streaming schedule of once a week just prohibits me from doing too much prepping. Alright. I think she's a crochet sweater. One of her batteries later on. I don't care. I don't form emotional attachments to that. Well, I didn't form an emotional attachment to the hot water bottle either, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. Your address. Don't say my address because I don't want to get swatted on here. Oh, speaking of which, Lisa Denise mailed me something and said I could open it on air. Her exact words, I think, were, no, poop, no, don't put my address out there, please. She said I could open it on air, and her exact words were, no swatting, no swatting. I don't need that in my life. Her exact words were, it's weird, but it goes with your theme. So I'm intrigued, and I thought we could do an opening of a present. Lisa tipped her address. You can't tip her. No. All right. Oh my gosh! It's an ice tray for my drinks. Cocktails and Memes is in the process of making themed cocktails for Reptile Dysfunction. And now I have cubes for them. That's adorable. Oh my god, I have the best friends and family. Like, seriously. I'm very lucky. You open anything we ask you to on air. Probably, maybe. I mean, yeah, I'll open most anything for tips. Alright. An ice tray for her batteries. You guys are hilarious. Alright. I think I need more water on this thing. It's like a little dark. I think I put too much paint and not enough water. So I'm trying to smear it around. What'd you say for tips? Greedy bastard. Gift is the tip. Oh, I thought you meant that I just had to open random things. No, if someone gives me a gift, I'll open it online as long as it doesn't have my address on it. Or like, well, I guess I didn't know if that was like something really embarrassing. But I did ask ahead of time if it was going to embarrass me. Just the tip. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know. I think the brown might have been a mistake. Can you all see this? It's a little blotchy. This Hobby Lobby purchase may have been a mistake. And the entire basis for the fishing scene may be a disappointment. Alright, well, we'll keep going and see how it goes. And then the fishing pole. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, I like this technique. Because it gives it just a little bit of texture. Can you see that? Kind of neat. Hugely messy, though, as you can see. Alright. See, Aaron's, I'll tip you to open a bag of salad in your fridge. Before I look on the white powder. A bag of salad. Wait, shouldn't we be drinking a cocktail right now? I know, I don't know. Just first. I don't know what the cocktail recipe is. And here in Texas, blue laws prohibit us from getting mixers. So unless it's really specific, I don't have the ingredients probably to make it. Cocktails and Memes is in the process of that. He's fine-tuning it. It's going to be amazing. All right. This looks gross. Can you see this? It's like a bunch of hair from the brush in there. I love this. This is not going great. I'm going to Kleenex. Vodka. Just vodka. It's called the Bad Night cocktail drink. I do have vodka, but I'm not drinking straight vodka. Ever. And I'm especially not doing it on the internet. because I've seen videos of myself drunk, and it's even more obnoxious than sober. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and consider that done, and hopefully okay, so are we doing green, or are we doing yellow? What if we do yellow with green trim? Like, do the rim green. Do some highbrow A's cocktail A's. SoCo. I have SoCo, but I'm not drinking that online or on air either. Fuck it says. Go with your highbrow art. Your friends can sip virtual sweet tea while around the like poker and thinker. All right, so what Lisa Denise is referencing is I buy ridiculous kitschy art. Oh my god, did I just get paint on my face? Shit. Alright, I've got paint all over myself. And I got a statue of the thinker and I put it in my bathroom next to the toilet. So if you go into my guest bath, there is a bronze statue of the thinker, like, looking... No. Oh my god, you guys. My fucking cat. I think she's gonna use her litter box. This is gonna be super gross. Again, she sleeps all day, every day. And then the one time I'm in here, she's like making a mess of herself. Drink the paint water. It's a link to those videos. Drink the paint water. No. Think about a stinker. Yeah. So the plan is to, maybe I'll have an episode of Reptile Dysfunction where I like crochet a hat for the thinker. I'm also thinking about like bedazzling like a bikini on him. Or I could do like seasonal decor. Like I'll just decorate him for the holidays. It's paint. Not opening. All right. Tips to incorporate the cat poop into the scene. No. She's not even, like, she'll just get in there and then just, like, look really serious. She's not even doing anything. I'm probably distracting her. I think, like me, she needs silence and solitude to do her business. All right. Yellow. So I see him decked out. I don't think he has junk. Let me see. No. He doesn't have anything. He can't. Zoomed in too much. I guess you can't see it. He doesn't have anything. This is in my bathroom. As one does. She's crouching things. She like poops and then she takes her socks off to poop. Elizabeth Bennett doesn't wear socks to poop. Or to not poop. She would look at his junk. Meat gaze break. Meat gaze. Inquiring minds want to know. Does the thinker... Like, how well endowed is the thinker? Like, how much bedazzling are we talking here? And it's not much, let's be honest. Alright. So my thought is to paint this with, I'm just using like acrylic paint and then put Mod Podge over it to make it shiny. Can I name the statue? Sure, if you want to name the statue for tips. And then every time I reference it, I'll have to refer to it by name. So far we've been going with the stinker. But I'm open to new opportunity or new options. Biggest dickus. Biggest dickus. No. Kitten Mittens. Is your cat too loud? Kitten Mittens. She would not put up with that. I was just talking with a friend though about maybe making us like matching hats and like going down to the local. There's like a park where people take all their senior photos and their like Christmas card photos and stuff. And making someone take a picture of us together for my Christmas cards this year. It would be hilarious. Alright. Yeah, and then I'll do all this stuff up top in green. Biggest wins. This is So anyway, if you come to my house at some point, I don't buy any real art. I just buy a bunch of kitschy stuff and then put it all over my walls. Let's see. Alright. Cocktail if you're not name it, I will. Lisa, biggest dickus always wins. No, it's not the, what is it? It's not the size of the boat, it's the motion in the ocean. Oh. And there are numerous studies that say that that's not the most important thing to partners. Just saying. Me and Taylor V's. Since statue jump. Taylor's V. Oh, leave Taylor V alone. I have to go find you. Oh, see you later, Lisa. That catchphrase is effective. Oh my god, you guys crack me up. Alright. Looks pretty good. Except the brown. That was a mistake. Why did you guys let me do that? It's terrible. Oh, and I have... What's it called? This thing. I think I'll make this green. Taylor's V. Next mini name, Taylor's V. So many inside jokes. I love it. Alright. I'm really hoping I can cover this. Oh, good. Don't worry, guys. The brown I got all over is, it's not gonna look like Elizabeth Bennet's cat box. It's gonna be covered up in yellow. If we only had a romantic short story writer to inform us on the most important part of couples intimacy. Some people would say it's the emotional intimacy, Jay Hackett. I mean, most romance writers wouldn't say that, but I mean, some would. Is that an oar? Yeah! Paddle? Oar? What's the difference? You just went, didn't you? Okay, Taylor V, you just went canoeing. Is this a canoe or is this a kayak? What is this? I think it's a canoe because there's seats. I assume those are seats. Jeez, this mini smells funny. Leave Taylor's V alone. Don't blame your supportive fans. Well, my supportive fans need to let me know when I'm making a mistake. I wonder if I should I just paint over the brown with like maybe the green? It looks really bad. Very disappointed. The stick, the fishing pole looks fine, but this looks terrible. A canoe, I think. Yeah, I think it's a canoe too. Paddle. Is it not? So it's called an oar, not a paddle? Yeah. Kayaks. Yeah, I think it like has room, like if this is a kayak, it has room for your legs, I think. Moonrise Kingdom feeling. So yellow, I think. I think I'm going to paint the inside. I don't like it. I think this looks really ugly right now, and I'm not going to be happy with it. My dollar purchase. I'm pretty sure this was... I'm getting paint all over. Oh my gosh. Where's my cleanup kit? Stat! I got Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day. It's lavender scented, which should help with Elizabeth Bennet's biological needs. Or the results of them. Yeah. Alright. See? It's alright. All good. I feel like this thing's gonna get trashed anyway. Alright. Use the paddle on a statue. No, that's definitely gonna take tips. How did I go from aiming for Mr. Rogers to paddling naked men statues on my string? Alright, let's paint this thing. I don't like it. I think it's ugly. Name the bottle. No. Oh my gosh. The problem with naming things that are not the critters is then I have to I had to get up this morning and wait for the light to be right and then take a picture and then crop it and then post it to my website. Like, it's just a little extra work to do something like that. Yeah, the yellow looks a lot better. This brown's got to go. It's a mistake. And I apologize for it. I will put that on my, what do I call it? Corrections and clarifications next week. Staining the inside of a kayak or canoe based on, or depending on what you think this is a mistake. Don't do it. Tips name bottle or the name. We need to name stuff. You just want to hear me name things ridiculous things, so I have to say it. Like calling this kitten Lucifer. Yeah, I should have known once that happened that this was never going to be Mr. Rogers' stream. I like to model myself after Mr. Rogers, and have you met my miniature, Lucifer? In all honesty though, like one of the things I wanted to do is like talk about like mental health and some of this like self-help and self-care stuff. Might not come up here, but if you're interested in reading some of the stuff I've been working on, you can go to my blog, lindsayarons.com. I just posted something this morning, in fact. In between updating the gallery with Lieutenant Thackeray Loddington. Not for free on Taylor's feed. Take it easy with the plugs. No! I'm not gonna take it easy with the plugs. I'm getting paint all over my face. I'm gonna get something out of it. I need my website to get hits so I can monetize. Monetize my, I did get 5 views today, so pretty excited about that. My very successful blog. Yeah. You have a blog too? How do you have the time? I am a fast writer. This stuff takes a lot more time just to prep, but the writing's actually pretty easy for me. That's not such a commitment. This stuff is much more of a commitment. And then I've way dialed back. I used to do graphic design with it, and there's a lot of stuff you can do for search engine optimization. I've given up on doing all that. So I'm just writing the blog at this point. Feet cam. No feet cam. That's my backup career. So that's if I get laid off, I'll introduce, on my way home, I will stop at Best Buy for another camera to set up a foot cam. And then I'll just show it for tips. Oh, it's hilarious. Giving people what they want. It's not TV, it's Taylor's feet. Oh my god. Alright. This thing is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. I apologize. I don't know how exciting it is. Well, I don't know how exciting any of this is. I'm sure this is not exciting though. Next week's gift camp. The problem with opening gifts on air is people can see your reaction. So if you're like, oh, it's a foot cam, thanks. Like, that might hurt people's feelings. So only have me open gifts you're sure I'll like, because I am a terrible liar. Like, I'm the worst liar. I have no poker face. And you will know exactly how I feel about whatever it is that I'm opening. Which is why I asked her, is this something I can open on air, or is this something that I should not open on air so that everyone watches me do it? Oh my gosh. So I'm hearing is, if we get you fired, we get a foot camp. Speaking of work. So I've been like really excited about the stream, and I've been like telling a lot of people at work, as one does, telling casual acquaintances, like, hey, want to watch me make a fool of myself making miniatures online? And so I've been showing some people at work my stream and like some videos, some of the highlight videos. It's blocked. In the last week, since last Monday, Twitch is now blocked at my company. I guess not everyone is a fan of Reptile Dysfunction. IT security, not a fan, apparently. You know what? I can respect that. Alright. Today's reaction fit. It should be lit. Yes! Are you going to be there, Jay? Oh my gosh, am I getting paint on my face? I think I am. See you later, Jay Hackett. This, please. It's Taylor's feet. The thinker gets excited about streams too. Oh my god. Alright. I did, let's let that dry and we'll do a second coat. Can you see it? I don't love it. Don't love it, I'll be honest. Oklahoma. Yeah, in a dark Oklahoma has no sense of humor. I feel like I'm not getting stuff. Okies are known for their seriousness. Alright, so let's do green detailing and then we'll move on to the oar paddle. I can't remember what we decided. How do I have no open paint in this place? Alright. Hey, is the reaction time between the chat and when I'm seeing it or responding to it better? Or is it just that I'm distracted? They have a beta setting that they're testing. And I turned it on for this. Did not test it, actually. So this is the first time I'm trying it. I miss the brown cocktails and memes. You get a brown fishing rod? Pole? I don't fish. I don't know what it's called. I really just wanted to paint this kayak. That's all I wanted in my life. Brown did look more authentic. Damn it. I knew it. What if I just paint the... No, I'm done. If I wanted authentic, I would not be dressing up... I would not be playing with hedgehogs that are wearing overalls. does have a few second lag. Better, I think before it was like 15 or 20 seconds. Which I think some streamers like because they want to be able to like screen stuff. Should have done more camping scene research. I will, my corrections and clarifications next week will include a whole section on traditional canoe/kayak colors. She should be crafting on dirt and grass. I am going to pull this all together next week, assuming I actually get all this stuff finished this week, because it's taking a little longer than I thought it would. And I will have some grass next week. And I'll have a little miniature pond that, based on how this canoe is going, should be a very interesting experience. Again, like, people have asked, like, oh, do you, like, test run all this stuff so you don't embarrass yourself on the internet? I'm like, nah, man. I live on the edge. Risk taker. Strange mean. Not a kayak. The canoe. That's what I thought, but the little... So whoever at Hobby Lobby makes this thing, they didn't do their research. That's the problem. Hobby Lobby doesn't do their research. This is super cute. Not the inside, of course. Maybe I'll just fill it with like, I'll just fill it with fish. I'll just make a 35 little polymer clay fish and just fill it. Olive seems very interested. Aww. How's she feeling? So for those of you who don't know, Vote For Me, I'm Taylor V's cat just had surgery Friday? Saturday? Friday. And she's still, as of yesterday, she was heavily medicated. Her cat sounds much more delightful than my cat. My cat just wanders around making noise when I'm streaming and then comes and takes a dump in the room. I really like this song. I know I said that last week, but I'm a big fan. Friday. She's still heavily medicated but overly energetic. Oh, kittens are so fun. I like that scene from Scrubs where they're like, if you could just take a box of kittens, it would be the best treatment. Just dump it on patients. Surgery for Taylor's V. Leave Taylor's V alone. Taylor, I apologize for everything you're experiencing. Welcome to my life. Can we name the dump? Yeah, actually, you can name that. I won't even make you tip to name the dump. Bonus points if you work in Jane Austen references. Like, one of the sisters in Pride and Prejudice is named Kitty. I don't know if that would be helpful. Cute. It really is a very Wes Anderson. I'm enjoying this. I don't like the yellow though. Poops Mickey. Poops Mickey for Taylor's. Leave her alone. Oh my god. If you want to know who Poops McGee is, this evening he will be doing a live stream. 7, 8, sometime in the evening. You can log on and heckle him, which is what I will be doing. And if anybody else wants to start a stream on Twitch, he and I are currently accepting applications to join our Twitch team that we haven't started yet, but are thinking about starting. It seems like a good idea, although knowing me, I'll probably manage to make it a lot of work and take it to an unhealthy, unfun level. But until then, applications currently being accepted. Please join us. Reading my first Jane Austen book now. Really? Cocktails and memes, are you serious or are you just like teasing me? Which one are you reading? We don't heckle Twitch streamers, that's mean. Taylor V is outing. She's doxing people online. I am using people's screen names and not their real names, so that if and when, you know, I hit it big and become rich and famous, people won't be able to look back and find all my friends and harass them on the internet. Not because I think that'll actually happen, but just because it's a good habit. My submission. Poop juice. Poops, did I make you a moderator? I don't know if I did. I should probably make you a moderator. I thought I did, but I don't see a little symbol next to your name that says you have power. Would you promise not to abuse the power if I make you a moderator so you can delete doxing comments if you want to? This looks not great. Alright, let's let that dry. And we'll add another coat in a little bit. Let's do this thing. I love that she suggested paddling the naked statue but censored the word poop. Well, she doesn't want to offend people who are offended by bowel movements. Paddling is fine. Bowel movements not fine, apparently. All right. Paint this thing. Bathroom discussions aren't for everyone. S&M is fine, or BDSM? BDSM is fine. BM, not fine. I see. I guess it's the S&M that's the problem there. Surfaces. Alright. Paddle painted, or painted, whatever it's called. Okay. So, if y'all can see that picture in my current project scene, this is gonna be, it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna go really well. We're turning this into a fishing pole. I think I might just make it 6 inches and call it good. It's gonna look, I don't know. Maybe I'll do it 4 inches. Where's my ruler? Even 5 seems too long. 4 inches? For reference, electrical tape. This will be the size of the handle. Do an inch on that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some rings with some electrical tape and then make little fishing hooks. Suffering Blaster, welcome. The conversation so far has been extremely immature. Where's my... Alright, let's cut this thing. I still don't have a first aid kit, so if I injure myself, I'm just gonna have to like run to the bathroom screaming. If you're trying to work with wooden razors, you don't have to actually cut the whole thing. You can just like scour it or score it. I mean, and then bend it. Who you calling immature? I'm including all of us very lovingly in that title. Did you all notice I finally gave in and marked this mature? I had somebody say, I think you're cursing more than you think you're cursing. You should probably just go ahead and mark it mature. I was like, okay. So now I have a mature stream crafting. Oh, it's funny. The sewing machine is fine. Well, the tension's not fine. There we go. Y'all probably, you can't see it. I just have it in the closet. It's like one of those ones that's like in furniture that like you have to open up. And I have like a repair kit for it, or like a repair instructions, and I just can't. Like, I kind of just want a tabletop one. Especially if I'm going to be doing like streaming. When I made our sleeping bag last week, I just hot glued the shit out of it because I didn't feel like trying to figure out how to sew it. All right, this thing's gonna be 4 inches. Decision made. You can fix sewing machines. Scour means tread hard. Yeah, I meant something else. I said scour, but I meant something else. Lisa Denise can fix anything. There. I think that's good. Feel pretty good about this. Right. Just get this in mode. Can we catch that? Depends on the use of their speed. All right. Fishing pole. Oh, you know what? Forgot to get something ahead of time. All right, so I have electrical tape for the handle. I was gonna get washi tape, and then I decided I didn't care that much. So I'm just gonna wrap this around the base for the handle. A couple times. Can she fix my crippling fear of neighbors? Is your crippling fear of neighbors justified? Because our next door neighbor, when I was in high school, we moved out to a new house, and the next door neighbor was legitimately like a scary person. He never left his house except to, we assumed, go to work and check his mail. That was the only time we ever saw him. He didn't use electricity And so his house was dark. So the whole street is lit up except for his house, which is like totally dark and black. And he would just hang out in his backyard digging holes. And then filling the holes. And that's what he did. So if you have a crippling fear of a neighbor like that, I think it's justified. We found out, well, I don't know if we found it out, but we kind of figured he must have just been burying garbage because we never saw garbage leave his house. I don't know why you would bury it instead of like getting rid of it the right way, but yeah. We thought about a thunder jacket and some Valium. For Poops McGee or for Lizzie B? Thunderbirds. All right. So fishing pole now has like a handle that has a handle. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add, so theirs has 4 little, you can see like rings, and then with the string on it, I think I'm just gonna do 3. I think I remember that guy. Yeah, possibly an insane person. And I hate to like judge, like if he's just minding his own business, like I hate to judge, but the whole no lights thing was really creepy. There. That's cute. Can I use this for the next one? It's a little too thick. Speaking of neighbors, I think I'm the neighbor that everyone is scared of here because like 2 weeks after, within the 2 weeks I moved into this place, I had 2 parties and they were really loud by accident. And then my neighbors stopped, well, they never started making eye contact with me. So I'm pretty sure they don't like me. Which is fine. Not everybody has to like me, especially if I make a lot of noise on their ceiling at night. Swallow baby. Yeah, I've seen that for cats. I've never heard of it for people though. Cats and dogs. All right. So we have our oh my god, you guys see how badly my hand's shaking? My hand's like shaking like this. Aww. That is adorable. Where's Jimmy Hedricks? Jimmy! Yeah, I think 4 inches. Some people would say 4 inches isn't enough, but I think in this case it is. All right, so I got some wire so I can make the like little loops. Oh, and actually, I think I need to paint. Probably why the people below moved. I think they passed away. I think they did pass away. The reason I'm laughing is not because they're laughing, or not because they died, but because Taylor V's, now I feel horrible. Yeah, they had, this is actually not funny, they had like a sign on the door that like said, oxygen in use, please don't smoke here. And then I like woke up one night and there was like a lot of loud noise coming from downstairs, and then it got like really quiet, and now the place is for sale. That's not funny. Probably for other noise-related reasons that she's not telling us. What noise-related reasons could that be? I feel like you're trying to make some kind of insinuation, and you should just come out and say it. You're gonna be sassy. All right, where is, okay, so I have a button collection, as one does, and I found this in my buttons. It's like some kind of like snap thing, or Oh no, my shirt. Oh no, I got like stuff all on my shirt. Damn it. Alright, I'm taking this. Alright, I need to get like a smock. So now I can like glue, I need my hot glue gun. I'm gonna paint this thing silver and attach it here. And then this will be the reel. That's perfect. I've had people suggest that I can like, oh, you should like consider doing like online training for like how to do miniatures. And it's like, you would have to find like such a specific button. I'd be like, well, if you don't find this exact button, your project is just screwed. Sorry. I'm guessing she would, let's see. Link has entered the discussion. Yeah. I'm guessing she was flopping around like a salmon on her bedroom slathered in lube. What the fuck? So glad I marked this mature. And here Taylor V was worried about making poop references slathered in lube. Our old neighbor's hearts couldn't take it. What flavor of LaCroix? Cocktails and memes, please tell me you drink it. I like the cran raspberry the best. I've been told it's a very basic bitch kind of drink, but I enjoy it, and it's calorie free, so win-win. Wait, that wasn't a smock. Maybe I'll just put it on backwards, and it will be my smock now if I can't get the paint out. Oh my god, you guys are hilarious. Sun's out, guns out. I've been trying to wear clothing that's pretty modest. Vote for me, I'm Taylor V. Donated $20. What? Thank you. Do you want to name one of the creatures? You can name 2 of the critters if you want for $20. Hashtag forever homeless. Okay. Name 2 things, Taylor V. Taylor's V. My water's filthy. Please name her mullet. I don't know. Is this a party in front? Party. What is it? Party in back? It's business in front. The thing is, I want to keep it out of my face so that when I bend over, I don't get hair in my face. Alright, I'm painting my amazing button. I'm gonna try to paint it silver. And now I'm wishing I had primer. Do you need primer for this? All I have is spray primer, and I'm not doing that in here because I do not need to get high. We'll have to consult with Poops. Okay, does mullet have a mullet? No. Talk to my Poops too. Oh no, I don't think this is gonna work. This is really thin. Why is this paint so thin? No, this is not gonna work. All right, team. I just got a great idea. Well, let's be honest, it might not be a great idea. It might just be an idea. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's a great idea. Foil! I'm gonna wrap it in foil. Fuck paint. It's such a pain anyway. Who cares? Who wants it? Nobody needs it. What about Cindy in honor of Cindy the poetic Cindy the poetic teenager? Got home. So Taylor V and I watched Can't Buy Me Love last night, which I had never seen. I don't think you had named it, or you hadn't. I don't think you had seen it. And one of the characters writes this terrible poetry that she shares with the other character. And then, spoiler, if you guys haven't seen Can't Buy Me Love and you plan on it, plug your ears right now. The guy she read her poetry to used her poetry to seduce another girl in front of her. and it was really dramatic. Yeah, paint, like, especially painting plastic, I think this is gonna be great. I feel pretty confident about this. I had never even heard of it before. Some friends were talking about it recently. All right, hold on, I need to concentrate. This is harder than you would think it would be. Oh my gosh, this is so perfect. When I make an online, I'm getting paint all over still. When I make an online training about this, I will definitely say to use foil on buttons for miniature reels. And then it'll match my silver, wire. So much better than that stupid paint. This is awesome. And look, it even has like a little bit of texture. I love it. Told you it was a good idea. Everything's coming up, Milton. You only got a slap. Yeah, I should have gotten more than that. Yours should have been plugged for 30 minutes. Yeah, just plug all ears should just be plugged. I'll put that in my like intro. Hi, welcome. You should probably plug your ears. By the way, why fish fight? Apparently, there's like red snappers off of the Texas coast. Did you all? Okay, this is like a total Texas locals conversation. Did y'all hear that the owner of Ruggles Green was caught in this like fishing scandal where he was getting fish illegally and then selling it? I was pretty disappointed because I really like that place. It's like, get it together, Ruggles. Lindsay's always right. Aw, that's not true, but I'll accept it. All right, reel done. It's gonna look great. Let's do our wire and our fishing pole will be done. I heard this, seriously. Yes, Ruggles Green. I was like, that's not even, like, I had never, like, I eat there a lot, or I used to. It's like, how hard is it to just not do illegal crap? Like, come on, guys. All right. So, here's our wire. So what I was seeing online was saying to like wrap it around once and then use the extra to make a little loop on the outside so then it can hold your string for you, which I think will be cute. Let's see. So I'm going to start this. Can you see this? I'm going to start on the opposite side and then oh, this is so cute. Did that stop you from eating at Ruggles? I haven't been back since, which is disappointing because they're Ruggles. Again, this is total local conversation. Sorry, everybody. Ruggles Green is this like kind of healthy eating place. I haven't been back. I love the creme brulee. I haven't tried it. I've tried everything I've tried. That's what's disappointing is everything I've eaten there. It's like really reasonably priced, and like pliers. See, I had to be prepared. I had to get my pliers ready. All right. Actually, I might do 2 loops because this is looking like it's gonna pop off. Oh no, it's moving my tape. My tape. Wow, this looks less cool now, but that's okay. Funny how they changed the names from Ronald Ruggles. They do have Ruggles Black. Hey, Black Market. Well done, sir. Cocktails and Memes is bringing it today. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm very glad he's here. Chardonnay named Butter. You're drinking a Chardonnay named Butter. Alright, so now I'm trying to twist this wire around this other thing to make a loop for my string, my fishing string. This is surprisingly difficult. Alright, so you see that? It's really small. The problem with miniatures is they're so small it's hard to get the camera angle right. Alright. Oh. You see that? Gosh, maybe this camera will be better. It's so cute. I love this. This is a fun project. That boat can suck a D, but this project is great. Alright, let's do another one. This is a California shard. Serve butter. Fresh. Alright, let's do another one. I'm really glad that I'm only doing 3 and not like 4 or 5 of these things, because alright. So I don't know. What tape? I'm glad I didn't buy washi tape for this, because this thing is like tearing it up. Okay, there. Why so much anger towards the canoe? I'm disappointed in it. Saffron Blastard! Thank you. Thanks for the follow. Partly because I enjoy the follow, and also partly because I enjoy the Jurassic Park soundtrack. Alright. This is harder on your hands than you would imagine it would be. I should have gotten thinner wire, I'm thinking. Lesson learned, thinner wire next time. Yeah, it's like tearing my tape up. Oh well. That's alright. Cat's named Lucifer shouldn't complain about the fishing pole. What link was that, Poops? I think I should just make you a moderator. So then you can, I think you can approve links if you're a moderator. As long as you promise to use your powers for good and not for evil. You misspelled the idea for her to write a book full. Yes. Alright, so... Oh, speaking of which, yeah, we should do that. Let's write some angry letters here in a little bit. I am a passionate person, and I mean that in the sense that like I get really worked up about stuff. And I enjoy writing angry letters to corporate when things don't go well. Oh my God, hold on. This is. Safety first, guys. Because if I put my eye out doing a miniature craft, no one will let me freaking live that down. Alright. Yeah, I like to write strongly lettered words, or strongly worded letters to corporate when things happen. And generally the result is nothing. So, cocktails and memes, you'll probably appreciate that. I did write an angry letter to Metro Star. Like this long angry email to the people who run like the Houston van pool, because I had a very negative experience and I thought someone should know about it. Nothing came of it. So basically the idea for this book was just all of the letters I've written to corporate over the years, and then underneath I would say result : nothing happened, because as much as I like writing the letters, literally nothing ever comes of it. It's worthless. Worthless. Where's my wire? It would be mutually assured destruction. Yes, it's true. I will post all kinds of obscenities on yours if, how do I do that? Let me figure out how to make him a mod. No, it's not working. Sorry, guys. I can't figure out how to do it. Oh, maybe it's under settings. Let's check settings. That seems like something. Safety moment, right? Safety first, guys. When one is cutting wire for miniature, look at how good this is looking. That's super cute. It's not letting me... Alright, I'm gonna make you my moderator after this, but I can't figure out how to do it, and I don't feel like messing around with this anymore. Alright, one more. And then we'll glue it. Hot glue gun moment. Another safety first moment. Be safe, guys. I should probably get these on every time I use the hot glue gun. Why is this... Sorry guys, this is like something weird is happening here. Strongly worded letters. She's definitely... Do it for a second, return to those epic classes. Safety first! Lindsay the scientist. This is a giant experiment, so it's not... Oh no. What? Sorry guys. My screen is freaking out. It's not worthless, you dispelled your frustration. I did, and I generally, if I write strongly worded letters, I share them with others so they can at least laugh. Because most of them are hilarious and ridiculous. Dr. Aarons has arrived. It's a legit looking rod. Leather gloves. Yeah, I need to get my smock back on backwards. Like, surgery will start. Okay. This thing is like... Yeah, see, these like wires are flying all over the place. I do not want that in my eyeball. It's kind of like... Pull out the batteries. This is 30. Is it 30 to 60 seconds? Crap. crap. I tried to fix it. It didn't work. Cold batteries for the hand burns. What happened? Yeah, I got the... This thing. This wire is really too heavy for this. Alright guys, when you're making your own miniature fishing rods, you need thinner wire than this. This stuff's too heavy. It's like tearing up my hands. Boo! Cold battery. I'm slow. Chat's not slow, I'm slow. That's probably true. You try making miniature fishing rods in a state of constant danger and pay attention to chat. Just need a little relieved. Alright. Almost done, guys. This is our third and final little loop-de-loop thing for our wire, and then we can glue our battery, or our reel on, and put the string on. Girl Phoenix Rising, welcome by the way. Thanks for being here. It's a mature stream now. You probably had to like agree to not be offended when you came in. I've given up on not cussing when I hurt myself and stopping people from making jokes in the chat. All right. It's an extreme sporting craft. Oh my gosh, I'm imagining Steve Irwin like, "G'day mate, today we're making a fishing rod. Don't forget your safety glasses." How terrible was that accent? I feel like it was pretty good. I feel confident that it wasn't the worst accent I've ever done. Why do I always think Australians, if anything's extreme? If there's an extreme sport, extreme anything, I think they're Australians. Mature is better. So is the idea that we eventually can make the project along with you? If you want to. I could send out the, like if somebody wants to make miniature projects with me, I could send out the materials I think we're going to need. Although that won't help for last minute brainstorms like wrapping a button in foil. Where's my hot glue gun? Alright, it's happening. Alright. Tay, we are crafting at home, aren't you? It's not that difficult. I think I just make it look difficult. This is not a difficult hobby. Where's my string? That's too heavy. Alright, we've got a couple of options. I think this one's thinner. Yeah. I'm going to use quilting and piecing thread. I'm just going to take these off now. What are the batteries for? Vibrators. No vibrators. Oh my gosh, yeah, no, I'm not opening gifts online. I can just imagine what you people would send me. Alright, so now I'm gonna glue the end of this thing to this thing. For those of you who are new to the stream, this is the hottest hot glue gun in North America. It's really dangerous. Ooh. But I think I'm getting better at not touching it. Oh no. Oh no. I'm trying to glue our string down. There. Alright, I'm wrapping my thread around around the inside of the reel. And then, does anyone know which side the string comes out of? Does it come off the top or off the bottom? We'll go like this. I think I'll make it come off the bottom. I don't know, it probably doesn't matter. Like, again, the attention to detail to some things is probably a little overkill. Okay, let's cut this thread. Batteries discussed earlier from the internship store. Batteries in the fridge. Top? Okay, I'm gonna do top. Well, okay, so where do you guys store your batteries? They have to go somewhere, alright? So I think that isn't like the, you have to put everything needs a home. Might as well just be in the fridge. Alright, I'm hot gluing this now. I'm gonna hot glue this thing to our foil covered hot glued button. Lisa. I love that you're fixing, like you're actually doing useful graphs while I'm hot gluing sticks together to make a camping scene for Calico Critters. The bills you don't want to pay. Junk drawer. Yeah, I don't. So my current kitchen is too small for a junk drawer. So this is like string. Oh, it's the hot glue. All right. So now we can stick our thread through the little loops we made, and this is gonna be adorable. It's sticking me now. All right, let's try this again. I love this project. This is so cute, you guys. Like, this is gonna bring me joy in the dark, cold hours of the night. At least I made one beautiful thing on this planet. I gave a terrible cat a home, and I made a fucking ridiculously adorable fishing pole. This is really cute. Alright, try to get this hot glue off the top. Can you see this? It's ridiculous. Battery closet. You have a fridge in there. Oh my god. Welcome to my home. Here's the battery closet. You'll notice the mini fridge. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Alright. Let's make a... Where's my glasses? Where am I? There they are. Okay. Oh, so scandalous. Now it's getting pretty racy around here. Alright, so now I'm going to make a little tiny fishing hook to stick on the end. And then we're all going to just like die of how adorable it is. I'm telling you, I think that's what's going to happen. And then we're going to make a tackle box next. If you are going to do this project, I highly recommend needle nose pliers. And actually, I have regular pliers too. And I don't hold it, so I don't have to like hurt my hand. My brother, at one point, was making his own chainmail. And so I have seen firsthand how you make rings out of wire. He would literally just buy... This is not actually working. He would buy wire and then turn it into coils and cut them apart. And then make chainmail by hand. And that was really awesome. Does that look like a fishing hook? Can you see that? Yeah, you can't really see it. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna assume that this is amazing and perfect. Adorableness overload. Do they have to be pink? The batteries? Oh, the pliers. My grandma, when I moved to college, she gave me a toolkit with a card that said, like, every woman who goes out into the world needs her own toolkit, and it was really awesome. But unfortunately, most of the tools in the toolbox were like cheapy, like made in China. So I got rid of most of them, but I kept these. Well, I say I got rid of them. They all like broke. Like I think at one point, like I broke a screwdriver, and as like strong as I am, I don't think that was my guns. I think that was made in China. These dino puns. Do you like the jokes? You should have seen me looking them all up. Alright, I'm gluing the string. Safety chat. Fishing hooks can be sharp. Right? Safety glasses, guys. Man, no. Oh, it didn't work? Oh, crap. That string is way too long. What happened, Lisa? I'm gonna chop this shorter. Let's try this again. Are you saying that I have man hands? Cocktails and memes? I've never been told I have man hands, but I have been told I have large wrists. I have an aunt who said, look how big boned you are. Look how big your wrists are. And I was like, I guess they're kind of big. I think she legitimately meant big boned though, not fat. Like I think she was trying to say like, look how large your frame is. You have very large wrists and hips. Okay, this is going less well the second time. Man hands if you break the tools. Maybe, yeah. I'm just too powerful for cutesy pink tools. Ah! Can you see that? Oh I love this. I love everything that's happening right now. That's adorable. Oh, I love the jokes, but I have a soft spot for dad jokes. T-Rex. Yes. T-Rex is hilarious. Like, just... Like, for something that you know definitely, like, was a killer, they're super doofy looking in a lot of ways. I love this. I can't even tell you how much I love this. Okay. Alright. Glasses off. Next project. Oh, I guess we get finished painting this thing. I don't know what to do about the inside. Looks like someone like threw up inside of it. Let's see if where's my trash? The fuel line is cold and stiff and would not slide over the nip of the electrical fuel pump. I'll go up and the collar and stuff there. Lisa knows which aunt it was who said that. And I think she said it, like, while I was eating, like, a giant plate of mac and cheese. And so I was just like, should I eat less mac and cheese? I did not eat less mac and cheese. Because I don't think mac and cheese is going to affect my wrist size that much. And it's mac and cheese. Why is this... I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm covered in, like, hot glue strings. It's really bothering me. Nip equals nipple. Dang, girl. Thank you. This is a super fun little project. So there's like different types, and I may have talked about this before, but like there's different types of like miniature projects if you go online. Like there's the ones that are like they literally look like just tiny people. And I tend to like the ones that are more like, did you ever read like The Littles? Or, I think The Littles. Like those like kids books in like the 80s and 90s where it was like little people, like little tiny people with, I think they had rat tails or squirrel tails or something. And they like lived in the walls, and so they would collect things and then like make their own like tables out of it. And I just loved that growing up. This like idea of taking stuff from our world and then scaling it down and having people who are tiny use it. So even at a young age, I had an interest in making stuff out of random little things. I did resonate with my sea fishing pole reference. I'm pretty talented. Please see attached picture of fishing pole. So I was trying to think earlier this year, like I always have to have some creative project going on, and I've been doing like the crafting, like the miniatures for a while, but before I decided to do a stream, I decided I wanted to start a podcast, and this is way better than that because y'all can see what I'm actually looking at and see how terrible it is. I wasn't going to do a crafting podcast, but this kayak looks awful. Like really bad. Yes, cartoons. The Littles. Yes, collectors. I think there was another little family that like, I really loved those books growing up. I'm kind of surprised they never made a movie out of it. Seems like something that would be an ideal movie. All right. So my podcast I was thinking about starting. You guys will love this. Speaking of being an old lady, keeping stuff in her refrigerator, I decided I wanted to start a podcast, and I was kind of like, you know, just playing around with ideas and wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. And at the time, I was like binge watching Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, which is free on Amazon Prime if you have or it's free on Amazon if you have a Prime account. And I just was like in this place of like I need feel-good TV, and Dr. Quinn seemed like feel-good TV that I remembered from the 90s. And I was like, I'm going to start a podcast about it. And so I spent one weekend literally just researching Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Beth Sullivan was the executive producer, learned a lot about her. She was like one of the first women who got like an hour-long drama as executive producer. And I was like really excited about this podcast, and I was coming up with like all of these like topics and outlining what I wanted the podcast to be about, like kind of based on like the Gilmore Guys podcast, if you ever listen to that. I literally spent a whole weekend planning this. And when I say whole weekend, I mean 8 hours Saturday, 8 hours Sunday planning this podcast. It was going to be great. And then I Googled Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman podcast. And there's already a Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman podcast. I spent all weekend planning, like 16 hours of my life planning a podcast that already existed. And now I have like 6 books on 1990s television, because of course I needed to get every book that I could find on it for research. This kayak looks really bad. I think we need to... I wonder if I should paint the inside. I'm doing another thing in yellow. It's a canoe. Okay, canoe. Yes. Kayak. Hobby Lobby says it's a kayak. I think it's a canoe. Can we put cushions on the seats? Taylor V knows because she just went like on a 3-hour kayaking tour. Again. If your thoughts were as funny as mine, you'd be laughing too. Suffering blasters. think we're just gonna call it good. Let's move on to better projects. That's a disappointment, but the fishing pole turned out well. All right, so this is gonna be another safety moment. Let's make, in fact, I have there we go, new project, fishing tackle box. I'm gonna make it out of popsicle sticks, and I'm gonna paint it. Come on, chat people. Wait, which one? Oh, Taylor V, you're like lobbing people softballs and then softballs. Is that another one? And then when they don't take it, you're like, come on. That was an easy joke. Sitting on wood. I love it. I want to name one of the critters, but trying to figure out how. Girl Phoenix Rising. So I have a button down below in the, if you just click where it says donate, and then if you tip $10 and just put what you want the name to be, and I will announce it on air, and then I'll update the gallery with your adopted creature. By the way, Taylor V, you still need to name one or two. Softballs. Oh my god, I can't even. Alright, so fishing tackle box. I'm thinking I think it's going to be that wide. I went and bought these tongue depressors. Is that what these are called? Tongue depressors for this project specifically. And then I have some popsicle sticks for the roof. What is it called? The lid? Let's see. I guess the mature rating was wise, especially if you're going to play with tackle on a live stream. This is the best thing I ever did. So glad I started this stream. Oh man, Mullet and Ronald, depending on the gender. Mullet and Cindy. Okay. Well, which ones though? You need to go pick which animals you want on the gallery. I guess no, the gallery's easier. Because if I move that thing, I'm gonna have to move my my awareness, my PSA awareness sign. Where's my ruler? All right. Let's do this. That was close. Good thing she has safety glasses for tap. One never knows what might go flying at your face. This is terrible. Mr. Rogers has officially left this stream. All right. So I've scored, not scoured, I've scored it. Do it again. I'm going to be breaking this edge off. Or not. I might need a new razor blade. Can I not do this from my phone, or am I lame? Just lame. I think you can. I never tested it. I can test it now if you want. Are you on the app or are you on the, or are you on the, hey, I'll give myself another view. Wonder if it'll count it. So if you go to if you're on the app and you go to info, let's see if it works. Schedule. Oh, it does work. Okay, so if you're on, ooh, I don't know if there's anything on there. If you go on the app and just click the dinosaur that says donate and just like hold it down, it'll let you do it. She would know things flying in face. You know, when one has a crafting stream, one gets a lot of action at the face. Do not cut off your finger. I'm trying not to. Does it look dangerous? Does this look... How about this? If I cut off my finger, I will change my goal to $200 for a new finger. Although if I cut off my finger, that means I don't have to go to work tomorrow, right? I think that's what that means. This is not scoring. There goes Josie again. You're freaking me out. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be safe. I don't have a first aid kit. There's gotta be... I'm gonna be so disappointed if I can't do this project. I don't know, I broke the stick. Alright, maybe I'll do it further down. That's a good idea. The woman I saw doing this on YouTube really seemed like this was easy. Maybe she's more talented than I am. So much for man hands, cocktails and memes. Very disappointed. I overestimated my abilities once I tore the base off that kayak with my bare hands. It was a very I'm woman, hear me roar moment. Wear your glasses. Do I need glasses? Okay. Every time I make a decision in my life, the thing I ask myself is, if this goes badly, how much shit am I going to get from the people in my life? If I go on a hike and get lost, how much are they going to make fun of me? Not even make fun, but just like, never let me forget it. So I will put on my safety glasses because no one will let me forget it if I cut out my eye on live internet in front of my friends and family. Next week's gift, gloves. I like watching you on my computer in full screen mode and using the app for chat. Ah, that's a good idea, Taylor V. So stream idea. Can you enlarge the text for the chat on the left side so it's easier to read in the future? I can try. So that's through this little behind the scenes. It's through this tool called Streamlabs. I'll see if I can make the text bigger. I don't know if I can. I know I can change the boldness. Like I bolded it so it would be a little bigger. I'll see if I can make it bigger. Use your pliers to snap it. Also your X-Acto knife. Yeah, I think this might be dull. I was using this yesterday. I have more blades somewhere. A lot. Bam. Epic glasses are back. Well, I don't... Alright. This seems like it might be more dangerous. You can also send Twitch to Chromecast. Oh, really? That's awesome. God, we are like living in the future. It's really amazing. Like when you think about what we're capable of doing now. Alright, new blade. This one. Can I just throw this in the trash? Is that a problem? Do I have to like dispose of this in a ethical and responsible way? I don't know if that's a thing. Could I could. I don't know. You've seen me, right? Like you've seen me try to do stuff. Actually, we're living in the present. We're living in the future. Look around you. I'm streaming myself crafting to people all over the country. Possibly world. I checked though, and so far it's only been to all Americans. I think you were right, Lise. That other razor blade was a piece of shit. I was using it yesterday to cut poster boards, so apparently the poster board... Wrap it in a paper towel. This thing? I mean, you should use my pliers. What if I do this? It's happening! Not very clean. Poops is back. We missed you. Poops number 2. Less chance the blade will stick out of the bag and cut you. Oh, wrap the blade in the paper towel. Okay, you were being helpful. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want to cut. I guess I'm more concerned about garbage men. I don't think they would actually, like, touch anything. I'll dispose of this in a responsible and ethical way. Please don't worry. All right. Oh, crap. I tore the wrong edge off. Oh, well, it's fine. This is going to take a while, guys. I might have to... I wonder if I should make this out of poster board instead. This is stupid. Where did my stick go? I'm very disappointed in how this is. Here it is. Alright, let's try this again. I think with the new blade this is going to go much better. I have high hopes. Alright. That's the old blade. Do not try this. Yeah, don't do this. Taylor V, I've decided I can't make this a craft along because I can't take responsibility. Like, if I did that, I'd have to have people sign a waiver or something. Like, I don't want people suing me. Cut the back if it'll score better. Alright, it's now scored all the way around. Damn it! Just keep cracking it. I think we need a new... Maybe I'll just make it out of popsicle sticks. I know I can cut these. Yeah. If anyone wants 50 tongue depressors, they can have them. I'm disappointed in that. Alright, let's try this. This I know I can do because I've done this before. I'm legit scared. Tips for guest appearance of Taylor's V. I don't think the pliers are gonna do, like, hold it like this? Is that what you're saying, Lisa? This is... There, see? That's how it's supposed to be. We're good. And then I'll just, like, cut off that. There, see? Alright, let's make this thing like a inch and a half, maybe? Drop the knife. Break it and sand. Donations for finger burial. We don't need it. I'm good. I've got paint all over myself and hot glue strings, but fingers are all still attached. Got my safety glasses. I'm good. This is gonna be great. Is that a I'll bring it all over too. Hold on the small side of the brake and twist your wrist. It will snap pretty clean. See? Lisa? When are you gonna come move in with me and make my life amazing? I feel like... Let's be roomies. I'm gonna make it 2 inches. Alright. I'm gonna score it. And then I'm going to hold it on the small side of the brake and twist my wrist. It will snap pretty clean. We're good. No, we aren't good. You talking to me? We're great. This is going great. I'm ahead of schedule, technically. I started this project early. She's discussing snapping a human's neck. Nothing to do with crafting. Hold it on the small side of the break and twist your wrist. No, she's discussing how to make my tackle box. So bad news, guys. We're gonna have to do this a lot. Wait, on the small side. So on the side that is it's stressful to watch. Tips to throw away that knife. I just got a new blade. I think you missed it. The knife's fine. It's great. So the small side being the side I want off. It's like trying to tear it in half. There. See? Alright. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine, guys. Who said crafting isn't exciting? Not me. Not me. Alright. She keeps saying great. I do not think it means what she thinks it means. This is great. Look at how cute our little tackle box is going to be. I might need to make all the bobbers and stuff next week, though. I don't know how long you all want to stay on here with me. I'd love to come with you again. Yeah, pro tip for anyone. The best birth control in the world is living with someone else's children. Great, see? That was quick. This is awesome. Alright, now I'm going to make the other side of the box. Are you so cuting my popsicle stick? Or the box? The box will be so cute, assuming I ever get it done. And then next week, we'll pull it all together in a grand finale that will shock, surprise, and warm your hearts. Be there. 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Never know, I learned so much in a craft. Best birth control is not doing it. Thank you, abstinence only education. Oh my god. Like holding a penny between your knees. I'm dying. You guys are hilarious. Alright. I just had an idea. Like, rather than, well... I'm wondering if I can use some of this stuff. Something just to like give it a little bit of structure. That might work. Like brown paper. Sex crafting. ReptileDissfunction. With a name like that, would you expect anything else? Eat part of who it was from. This is a Texas show. It works 99.999% of the time. Hashtag Mary. Oh my god. Girl Phoenix Rising donated $10. I'd like to name the dad bunny Attila the Bun. You make a barbarian element for it. Yay, thank you. Attila the Bun. Oh my gosh. Also, why does Lindsay's shirt say deep? It's deep in the heart. It's a Texas, this is a Texas show. You see it? Deep, like a bird bath. Oh, my stomach. Oh my God, my abs hurt. Glad I didn't do an ab workout yesterday, like I was invited to do. I was invited to do an ab workout, and I said, I don't like ab workouts. No, thank you. So I didn't go. Where is the dad bunny? Let's get a Attila over here. Alright, so for those of you who are following along at home, this is Attila Bone. I named one. Did it work? It did work! Taylor, you need to pick which ones you want to name so then we can pull them out and put them in the scene. Oh my God, this is so much fun. You guys are awesome. I'll be honest, this is way better than making miniatures in a room by myself or just with my terrible cat. Next Saturday for sure. So we've been doing, Taylor and I are doing workout videos. And it basically is just me bitching about the various people. Like, if you guys haven't done like cardio or like HIIT workout videos, there's always that one smug bastard. Hi. Hi. Do you want to come up here? She's acting affectionate. Let's see. You want to see Elizabeth Bennet? Yes, I saw that girl Phoenix Rising. I will work on it, but with their ears that might be hard. Come here. This is Elizabeth Bennet, the poopiest cat in all of Texas. She's already clawed in. You good girl? She's not happy. She's not happy. I'll make her her own little safety glasses. All right. Trim the edge of this. Smug bastard enters Lizzie. She really is. And she's licking herself. She's like very offended that I touched her. It's okay for her to touch me. It's not okay for me to touch her. It's kind of, what's the dynamic of our relationship? She makes my life worse and then complains when I don't feed her soon enough. She's literally the worst roommate ever. Like, if you ever feel lonely, get a cat, and then you'll just long to be alone. You'll just wish that you were by yourself. Outdoor camping raid. Definitely. She's so noisy. She's so grumpy. All right. I love the name Olive. I love it. I have a SharePoint site named Olive. It's called Olive or Twist, and it's where I keep all my cocktail recipes. Olive or Twist, get it? They're cocktail ingredients, Olive or Twist. Cocktails and memes, by the way. I should share my SharePoint site with you. You can marvel at the nerdery of me. All right. We got our base pieces done. Let's glue this. Or I'll live after she got run over. I'll live. That's amazing. Oh, Lindsay. I miss you too. I did have somebody say that watching this was like we were hanging out. Which is kind of the point, I guess. Let's see. All right. So it's 5:15. Okay. Yours truly, toothbrush. Poops. What? See, she doesn't want anything. Like, if I pick her up, she's like, put me down. She just likes to sit there and yell at me. Somebody said that I'm abusing her. I think she's abusing me. I'm in an abusive relationship. Here's my ruler. So this stuff is 2 inches. Let's see. I need to cut this thing. I'm making a base now, so I'm going to glue these sticks to it, just so I don't have to like figure out how to do a base with popsicle sticks, since my big ones didn't work out, and y'all seemed really nervous. Y'all seemed legitimately nervous for me, and I appreciate the concern, and so I'm taking it into account, and I'm doing better. I'm making better choices. Alright, so it's an inch, I'm going to add an 1/8 inch, and I can just trim it down. Is that right? Ah! Oh no! Oops. There are no cat owners, there clearly are overlords. Welcome, Incubo, Michael? Yeah, absolutely. And also, so she doesn't like anybody else. So when other people are over, like if you think that how she behaves towards me is bad, like it's really bad with other people. And I can't ever get another cat because she like doesn't like other animals. And so I'm just trapped in a relationship with her, one-on-one. Does it smell like pee? It's Taylor's pee. I'm dying. I think I'm dying. Oh my god. Alright. Let's do this. Everything I was seeing online said to use like wood glue. That seems like a lot of trouble. I'm not gonna do that. Ah! So now I'm just gluing my pieces to the cardboard. And I think what I'm gonna do is just paint it. Ooh. Hot! Hot! Frick. Sorry for that. I really thought I thought if I let it sit for longer it would be fine. That's not great. This is what I tell the girls whenever they leave the house. Make good choices. Make good choices. Don't get cats. Alright, where's my other... Okay. Peace. Poops. Wood glue's looking pretty good right about now. It really is. Oh my god. What's funny is like I make jokes, it's a lame joke, but about how hot this thing is. But then inside I'm like, I can handle it. I break tools with my bare hands. I think I can handle a little hot glue. Meanwhile, little did she know, it was like a class action lawsuit against CraftSmart or whoever made this. Yeah, CraftSmart. I'm no bully or Taylor me. Those glasses kept the hot glue out of your eyes. It was close, guys. All right. All right, guess what? Learning my lesson, and I'm gonna use something else to clean the glue off with. I feel like this is gonna look weird. The proportions of this might be wrong. Oh well. I told you those are reading glasses. I feel like people would take me more seriously if I wore these as reading glasses. I would have to like there's nothing scarier than an angry woman pulling her glasses down to glare at you. That's the scariest thing in the world, or in this world. And I say that because I was raised by a woman who wore like giant 90s reading glasses at one point. And so if they came down, shit's going down. Glasses come down, shit's going down. That's what I always say. I've never said that. This is not the best thing I ever made, I'll be honest. Write a strongly worded letter to the manufacturer. Dear Craftsmart, we should go online and review this. Should we review the hot glue gun, or should we review that shitty lantern that I bought that is like a huge disappointment? I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with it. Because I don't think I still have the receipt for that. We should review this. But then you all would probably go online and like say, I approve of the heat of this hot glue gun. That weird smell is burning flesh. Oh, this thing is not gluing. More glue. Needs more glue. Trying to be careful. We learned that. What's your website again? My website is lindsayarons.com. That's Lindsay, AARONS.com. If you want to see the gallery of critters, they're down below. The easiest way to get there is probably in the info panels. There's a link to the gallery. Or you can go and, like, I have a Twitch page, and then if you get to the Twitch page, you can find the gallery if that's what you're looking for. About the angry glasses. Yes, library school. Lindbeck. I'm sorry, Girl Phoenix Rising, yes. Review both. Another Twitch idea, strongly worded letters. They do have writing streams where you can just sit there and watch someone write whatever, like a book. It's not a great little box, I'll be honest. Where's my other wall? I have another. I probably dropped it when I was laughing at some point. Where'd it go? Are you going crazy? Didn't I cut the other piece? Oh yeah, here it is. Found it. Okay. Ooh, that is hot. All right. This is. Oh, mine doesn't look like theirs. Mine looks terrible. Oh, I'm so disappointed. You know why? You know what? This is because the fishing pole turned out so well. You can't have that much beauty in one place. So I think what I'm gonna do is just like glue a piece of paper to the back of this like a lid and call it good. Like, we're just gonna pretend that this is something that we're all happy with, and then let's go write some angry letters. Later on. Thanks, Suffering Blastard. All right. Let's see. Where's my ruler? I cut this down to 10 inches already. Whose is theirs, and should we watch their Twitch instead? Whose is theirs? Whose is theirs? I don't know. What are you referring to? Did I say something? I say a lot of things, so I need clarity. I'm gonna add a quarter inch to this thing. Oh, is this about Sister Chipmunk should be Cindy the Poetic Teenager? I will see if I can find the text and I'll put it on there too on the gallery. Okay. Sister Chipmunk. I'll make her like blonde. If we do accessories, I'll make her like a blonde, frizzy. Oh yeah, kind of like my hair today. I like got out of the shower, put product in my hair, and the reason I pinned it back was so it would stay on my face, and then also because I was looking very like Hermione Granger in the first 2 books, just like bushy hair. Alright, so Sister Chipmunk. This is Cindy, the Poetic Teenager, named by Taylor V for, what's it called? Can't Buy Me Love. The classic film Can't Buy Me Love. That's hilarious. Pop the Hedgehog should be the mullet. Who's gonna have the title? Don't give him any more power. The title. That is hilarious. Alright. I think I just glued this thing on here. I think that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna just paint it and call it good. Does this look like a tackle box? It does not, does it? What if I line the edge with hot glue? No. What if I line the edge with pieces of this? I'm trying to save this, guys. This tackle box is the worst. I feel like this might help. Alright, let's do it. Let's score, not scour. Let's score the stick. An anteater dance. Show the viewers. No. I mean, I don't have any vodka in this, so there will be no anteater dance. Especially because I know somebody will clip it. Somebody will take a video of that. But the good news is they can't play it at work. Because it's blocked now, so no one at work will be able to see it. Show viewers. Yes. I don't remember what it was. It was a lot of like this, right? Dance. I think it was this, and then like a lot of like arms. Is that right? That's all I got. I think it was like arms. Yeah. And then unsubscribed. Hashtag VPN. Oh my god. I showed at least one person my stream and they like absolutely, at least what I mean is at least one person who saw my stream did not get it. Was not a huge fan. Bummer, it would totally show you the peacock spiders dance. More. Wait, what's the peacock spiders dance? Is this also from an 80s classic movie? Because I'm in the market for 80s classic films. More? That's all I remember. I know there was more to it, but I was too busy laughing to remember it. I feel like this makes this look more like a box, right? Google it. Google it. That's what you say. I wonder. So, like, back in the day, okay, those of you who are parents, tell me this. So, back in the day, like, if somebody was like, how do you spell this? You'd be like, look it up. Or, what's this mean? You'd be like, look it up. Do parents now say, instead of look it up, Google it? Because back in the day, when I was told to look it up, I was always like, I don't know how to spell it. How am I supposed to look it up? I feel like that argument still holds if you're told to Google something and you don't know what it is or how to spell it. LOL, look it up. I do. Look it up. See, she's a mom. Lindsay, look it up. I say look it up. Yes. I guess it's a mom thing. I feel like, yeah, so when you become a mom, you learn how to slide your glasses down and you learn how to tell people to look it up. All right, this is happening. Serious moment. No more laughing. Or else I will seriously hurt myself. Oh. All right. We glued it here. Where's my stick? To clean up the edges, because I ain't cleaning that up by hand anymore. Burn me once, shame on you. Burn me 85 times. Angry letter to be written to Craft Smart. Okay, I'm gonna like notch this so that I can stick it inside. That's what she said? Ah, beat you to it, because I'm 15 seconds ahead of you. This is really ugly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you all tuned in for this. The fishing pole just got my expectations up. And now this is bringing me crashing back to reality. Hot. That's hot. Oh shit! It's coming out! It's coming out! It's happening! Okay. We're alright. We're good. Alright, we're just gonna have to fill this with all kinds of fishing gear. This box is terrible! Oh, boo. It's supposed to be good. Oh well. Alright. How's our paddle looking? How's our whole boat looking? Let's put another layer of green on here and then paint this box green. Because I think that's what color tackle boxes are. With it. So next week I'm going to be finishing up the camping scene. I am in the market for another scene. Bookshop has been suggested. Coffee shop is on my list. I think it's kind of cool about the camping is it's an outdoor scene, so I have to worry less about like encapsulating the whole thing in a space. But I do have some options for indoor. So it could be we'll do a book scene next. Courtesy of Girl Phoenix Rising. Maybe I'll do a survey. I'll go start a Survey Monkey and send it out to my current 7 viewers and have you all vote to see what the next one should be. Actually, somewhere pour my doesn't even on the neck enough. Thank you. Thanks, Lisa. And thank you for the ice cubes. I will report back next week on how they work. Gets better. I think now that the green is like more solid, I'm fine with the inside looking a little rough. I support that. Alright, let's get some more paint. Paint this box. Wait, what happened to the Amazon reviews? I haven't done them yet. Which one? So should I review both? I want to finish painting this box so that next week we can do, we can make all the bits and bobs to stick inside of it. Start with one. I will review, you know what I'm tempted to review is those popsicle sticks. That's been the most disappointing thing today. Has been the popsicle stick. The hot glue gun is effective. It works. And actually I feel like this glue is a little stringier than normal glue, so maybe I can do more with it. It's terrible your loyal fans will encourage you to do something else. Could you review Taylor's V? No, I can't review Taylor's V. Partly because I don't want to embarrass her, and partly because I have no first-hand experience. It would just be second-hand. And just like impressions I get of her in the comments. And that's not a fair thing to base a review on. Where would you review me? Yelp humans. There is a, there's some app where you can send it to people for like anonymous reviews. Like, why in the world would you do that? Like, if someone has something they want to tell me to help make me a better person, I'd rather have a conversation about that in person. I don't want like some review being like, your deep in the heart shirt is stupid, never wear it again, or whatever. Like, I don't need that kind of feedback in my life. App called People. Yes. Yeah, I think that was the one. I think that was the one I heard about. That seems so. Like, I don't know that I would do that. Alright. We'll see how this turns out. We'll make all the... I found some like little floaters I want to see if I can. If you see this picture. Yeah, so I just looked up like vintage tackle boxes, and I am planning to try to recreate some of that stuff, but I don't know that I have time today. Because I only have about 20 minutes left. This is deleted link. Can you PM it to me? Am I open on Twitch? I think I am. Or are you sending her a link to the dating world? Must not be a very safe place. The dating world is not a safe place. I've done some online dating. I am pretty disappointed I don't have any real horror stories. They're just like boring horror stories of like, this was bad enough that I don't want to do it again, but not bad enough that I'm going to be able to like get people to buy me drinks off of it based on the quality of the story. All right, so recap. We painted our boat that we have decided is a kayak and not a canoe. No, we decided it's a canoe, not a kayak. Golly. And then we have a little paddle. The pièce de résistance. A little French for poops because I know he enjoys it. French. I take back what I just said. That sounded weird. Little fishing pole. And then our box, which very disappointing. Hugely disappointing. All right. We learned that you wrap razor blades in paper towels to get rid of them. Let me unplug this thing. And we learned that abstinence is only 99%, 99.99% effective. Hashtag Mary. All right. Goodbye fishing news and Nazi news. Let's try to review. Let's do this. I could probably take the glasses off. She knows that Poops loves French. Pelvic thrusting. I think I've changed my mind about making you a moderator. That's the kind of stuff you're going to put out there. All right. Let's try a review. Let's see. Where's my mouse? You're a mouse. There we go. The chat continues to escalate. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let me pull up. Where should we review it? Amazon? Sorry guys. So this software I use for the streaming like slows my computer down. Way slows it down. So I'm trying to get. Let's see. Let's talk about this lantern because I do have strong feelings about that. As a reminder, this is what we're reviewing. This piece of crap. Let's do it on Amazon. And let me switch over to... Alright, is it working? Can you see it? Alright, I'm on Amazon. So serious, the keyboard has come out. Maybe you know what? Maybe I do need the, let's get some safety goggles in here for very serious. We could call these my reviewing goggles. Let's get another one. This is loading very slow. My poor computer. Alright. What is this thing called? Tim Holtz. The Tim Holtz Ideology Mini Lantern. Alright. Alright. I told you they were her reading glasses. Did I do it? Was that like an intimidating... I'm not a very intimidating person, so I don't know. Yeah! There it is! I didn't pay $8 for it. I bought it not online. But I'm going to review it online. It has 3.5 stars. Stare. Yes. You recognized it. So it was badass. Okay, good, good. They take an extra 1 to 2 days to ship. Alright. Let's see what other people have to say about this thing. So slow. Okay, here we go. Where can I buy that tank? Ah! It is from a local boutique, actually. It's from a Houston boutique. I'm trying to remember what it was called. I'll let you know. I'll let you know next week. Army surplus. That's not Army. Oh, although I guess I could put my smock back on for like some power riding. Alright. 2 AA batteries required, yes. We learned that the hard time. Wrong tank. Oh, I thought you were making fun of my beautiful local tank. Let's see. This one just says no. 1 star by Happy Girl. No! Perfect craft item. I only give it 4 stars because an on-off switch would make it better. Super cute and perfect for my needs. I ordered 3 of these to use. None of them work. Alright, so I'm not the only person who... How do I get the battery pack up? And the battery pack is terribly engineered. There's no detent on the case. Let's pry it apart at the seam. Let's see if there's like... I think I'm doing it wrong. Where's my battery pack? There we go. She buys her clothes at Forever Homeless. So much shade from Poops. Shade's not a fat joke. It's not a fat joke, and that's a terrible joke. I know you think that that's funny. Don't vote for the... No. Don't laugh at that, Taylor V. Don't encourage that joke. I hate that joke. Ah! This thing really is terribly engineered. Why is this... I don't know if the reviews are going to work, guys. This computer is, like, freaking out about everything that's going on the internet. I'll just write my own. Tim Holtz uses crappy companies to sell his junk. This didn't even work when I got it. Had to have them send me another one. That's a good review. LOL. She's dying. It is funny. She's censoring my laughter. Justin. Thanks, Taylor's V. Poops, I bet you get that a lot from V's. Not just Taylor's. Yeah. This thing's not working. Oh, you guys can see some of the things I've purchased in the past. There you go. Can I give this 0 stars? No. Alright, I hate it. Oh, it burns. Hey, Poops, you want some ice for that burn? You want some cold batteries for that burn? It's just pages of economy-size blue. That would be hilarious if I pulled up my history and it was like all this embarrassing stuff. That would be funny. This is all pretty innocuous. This is a made-for-TV movie I paid for on Amazon. I have 0 regrets about that. Alright. I purchased this lantern with the highest of hopes. Lindsay, what do you buy? No, it's all minis. Mini size lube or just all minis? Lindsay, what do I buy everything on Amazon. And then I have it shipped to my house so that I don't have to go to the store. Look how high any brand preferences sex crafting. Oh, I thought you were really asking what I buy. I was like, oh, thanks for asking. I buy all kinds of stuff. Look how high her nose gets. Well, I can't really see out of these things very easily. They're not real good reading glasses. All right, I purchased this lantern with the highest of hopes. It was to be the, how do you say, pièce? Worst reading glasses ever. They really are. They're also very dirty. It was to be the pièce de résistance for my miniature scene. It was the detail that would make all other miniature scenes look like #dirty. You guys are killing me. Look like poop. Instead, it is this lantern that looks like poop. That looks like poop. Let's see, what do we think about this? The battery case is neither labeled. Censor the ooh ooh. Oh yes, that's a good idea. It was to be the pièce de résistance for my miniature scene. It was the detail that would make all other miniature scenes look like bleep. Instead, it is this lantern that looks like bleep. Let's see. The battery case is neither labeled nor prepared to actually hold batteries. She called the shit poop. To actually hold batteries. Let's see. The lantern itself is disappointingly, what's the word we're looking for? Bereft of any function beyond just being a waste of $5, which is how much I paid for it. It seems Amazon has raised the price. I purchased this lantern with the highest of hopes. It was to be the pièce de résistance for my miniature scene. It was the detail that would make all other miniature scenes look like poop. Instead, it is this lantern that looks like poop. The battery case is neither labeled nor prepared to actually hold batteries. The lantern itself is disappointingly bereft of any function beyond just being a waste of $5. While I have made many regrettable decisions in my life, the purchase of this Tim Holtz monstrosity, what's bereft mean? #QCLA. Yeah! I think you should let us tip to provide sentence fragments you have to work into the review. I think it means without, I think. I won't even, actually, you don't even have to tip. You can just throw stuff out there and we'll work it in. I want when people to see this review that they know exactly how we feel about the Tim Holtz lantern. Ah! It works! Oh. No. Oh no, but my review! I'm posting it, and then I'll just post an update. Did it just... Change it to whilst. Whilst I have made many regrettable decisions in my life. gotta be a nice review. It's not gonna be a nice review. I'm just gonna post an update. Decisions in my life. The purchase of this Tim Holtz monstrosity ranks along with. Let's just peel it on when she screamed. Ranks along with. Let's see. What's my biggest regret in this life? Tim, your product is a delight. Hashtag Taylor's me. I'm listening to your educated bullshit. Ranks along with, let's see. My decision to once, I can't even think of anything that's like bad enough for how I used to feel about this lantern. Decision to once get bangs. How about that? Worst purchase ever. And then I'll post an update. She was using No, they were not! They were not frozen batteries. They were thawed. I got them out earlier. Tim, don't give up on your dreams. You're doing it right. I'm submitting it. Ah, it's showing my email. I don't need that. Good to know. All right. I think we're good. Tim for president. I'm hoping, let's give it 1 minute to see if it gets posted, and then if it does, I'll post an update. Otherwise, I'll post the update next week. I shouldn't have to play with it that much to get it to work, though, right? Like, we can all agree that it's not a good product. That's what she said. Oh my god. This is a stream of lies. Stream of consciousness, stream of lies. That's funny. Are you gonna just post it like you posted email for everyone to see? Yeah, I didn't realize it was gonna show my email. Next time I'll move away from the screen. Luckily I only have 7 viewers. Please don't hack into my account. Hashtag that's what she said. Yes. Oh my god. That's too funny. Let's see. All right. We'll post an update next week. 7 malicious viewers. I should have done a test run. I'm sorry, I am a rookie. I told you this is only my 3rd stream. I'll play with it. Yeah. All right. Feeling pretty good about things. Thanks for joining. We will play with it. If you're interested in more ridiculousness, Poops McGee, who's in the comments, is going to be doing a live stream this evening. You're going to start out doing a live watch of this video, Poops? Play with me, I'm Taylor's V. So if you want to see that, it's going to be hilarious. And I'll be in the comments heckling him, and we'll see how he likes it. Thanks, y'all, for watching. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you next week when we pull this all together.
Don't you forget it. Don't let regret it. We will in the sunset. We will in the sunset. All you feel, it was never real. Now here comes the sunset. And we will in the sunset. We'll be doing comes the